Now that PBS has announced they'll be televising the impeachment hearings, what will the drinking game rules be? If you don't want it to die, drink every time someone admits they were wrong. But I want to drink, not sit there sober like some kind of loser. I'm sure the proceedings will still give you ample reason to drink. I wanted to get shit-faced, not stay sober. A shot of peach schnapps, which is beyond gross. IMHO, every time you hear the word impeach. A shot of Jaeger every time you hear the word tremendous. You won't have to worry about alcohol poisoning. You'll puke way before that. I'm upset just having read it. If you still have a witch's hat laying around from Halloween, you can have a person wear it. It'll rotate around the room on time or whenever a new person is introduced during proceedings. Whenever the term witch hunt is used, you all scream burn the witch, and the person in the hat takes a shot of Fireball. You could also pass a Coach-style whistle around and take a shot every time someone says whistleblower. The anonymous whistleblower gets to point at somebody and rat them out. That person drinks, but then they get to choose the new whistleblower. Everyone closes their eyes for 5 seconds and somebody gets a tap on the shoulder. This is the Heads Up 7-Up that adults play. A lot darker, and it involves alcohol and an impeachment. When it goes to the Senate, I'm going to tape a cherry tomato to my TV and see how many times McConnell's mouth goes near it. This is the kind of ingenuity we need right now. OMG, I'm doing this one. Thank you. I have found my hilarity to get through this madness. Is this some reference I don't understand? Hello all you YouTube channels and clickbait news websites shamelessly stealing the responses from this and claiming them as your own. I see you. I expect to see a BuzzFeed impeachment drinking game article with at least 10 of the top 15 comments by tomorrow. That and Snapchat ads with clickbait titles for articles that are just AskReddit comments. And don't forget the folks of Facebook sharing that new drinking game list they found. 4 weeks from now, there's gonna be a lot of people needing liver transplants after this week. If only you guys had free healthcare, face with tears of joy. Drink every time PBS is threatened with defunding. Nah fam, they funded and supported by viewers like me. Thank me. Looks like you watched PBS Kids as well. My favorite was Dragon Tales. And I say hey. Rule 1. Drink heavily to dull the pain. Rule 2. There is no Rule 2. Fuck man, that used to be my daily rules. Be safe y'all. Rules? If there's anything we should have learned in the last few years, it's that there are no rules. Drink whenever, and then try to dodge the consequences the day after. Appropriate. At this point the game should be stop drinking if, because far more time will be dedicated to doing all the things mentioned in this thread than not doing them. Well done. Drink every time someone doesn't answer the question. I do not recall. Yup, that's the one. Expect to hear it non-stop. You have to prove I didn't forget. If we turn the impeachment hearings into a drinking game, we better have a death count on the screen too, to count how many people got alcohol poisoning from playing the drinking game. Ah, the lucky ones. Costco vodka is pretty good and is $15 for a 1.5L bottle. In case you were wondering, they're selling 13% eggnog for like $8 a bottle. Take a shot every time you hear quid pro quo and try not to die. Take a shot every time someone doesn't understand what quid pro quo means. If we started now we'd all be dead. Squid pro row. For those out of the loop. Take a drink every time Russia is mentioned. Why would you want to experience Russian life? 'cause I want to be trashed within the first 15 minutes of the hearing. Then just drink every time the camera pans across an empty seat. One shot for every. No one is above the law. I don't recall equals drink. Take a shot every time one of the following is mentioned. Fake news. Witch hunt. Civil war. Take a shot every time someone makes a question irrelevant to the proceedings to try and confuse the issue. Brings up whataboutism. Dodges the question instead of answering it. Blames the other party. Blames someone else not party affiliated. Blames someone else within their party. Returns a question with an insult instead of an answer. I figure you'll be unconscious within 15 minutes to a half an hour, depending on your tolerance. This could be consolidated to one rule. Tilt the bottle back when they start talking and don't stop until either they stop talking, you pass out, or you die. Waterfall rules. It takes me a while to metabolize alcohol, as I am a human being, and I have a rugby-trained liver. But this still sounds like I'm getting a ride in the wee-woo wagon inside of an hour and a half. Take a shot whenever Putin is mentioned. A vodka, obviously. Moscow mules for any Mitch McConnell mentions. Scroll on Twitter under the hashtag at the same time and drink every time someone mentions they would start a civil war if Trump is impeached. I'm just gonna warn my liver. I've been playing this drinking game since 2016. I'm not sure how much my liver can take. Edit jokes on me. Apparently I'm a champ. Cheers. Take a drink every time you catch a rhetorical fallacy of any kind. 2-page PDF warning. Open bottle. Drink until empty. Repeat. You will need it. Take a shot for Hillary's emails. Hunter Biden. If anyone says MAGA in its abbreviated or full form, do nothing Democrats. A Trump tweet containing the phrase witch hunt with at least one spelling error in the tweet. Perfect phone call. Finish your drink for Trump promoting an anti-Hillary video on Twitter. Any mention of Kofviv, a red herring involving MS-13. Any mention of Xi or Putin by a Republican. Power Hour starts with Ivanka promoting her brand or getting new Chinese patents. Absolutely any mention of Barron by a member of the Trump family. Trump saying the words fuck or shit on live TV. Edit. Holy wah. Thanks for the plat. Now I feel like I have to actually do this. It's weird to see Kofifi spelled wrong and feel the need to correct it. What a crazy world we live in. Petition to give people who misspell Kofifi a Kofifi. I think they gotta take a shot at least. Take a shot every time a Republican calls for a yes and no vote and makes them tally every vote. Take a shot every time someone pulls their phone out and doesn't act like they care about the hearings. Take a shot every time they ask to repeat the question. Take a drink anytime. 1. A Republican complains about the process being unfair. 2. A Republican questions the motives of a witness. 3. A Republican mentions Hillary, Biden or Obama. 4. A Democrat mentions Russia, Ukraine or the Mueller report. 5. Anyone utters the words quid pro quo. 6. A Republican declares the process a waste of time. Shoot a whole bottle of Jack if 1. A Republican admits that Donald Trump did something wrong. 2. A Democrat says the process is a waste of time. Have fun and may you not get alcohol poisoning. This one's fun and sensible, we'll give it a shot. Take a shot for every person you register to vote for the 2020 elections #democracy. Every time someone refuses to answer a direct question, whether through dancing around it or saying they can't recall, or can't answer etc., chug for 3 seconds. Hopefully this helps you get through one person without dying for alcohol poisoning. Or, every time someone says Trump, take a shot. Every time a felony is added to the list, take a drink. I'm assuming he's going to live tweet. So every time he angrily responds to an accusation, take a drink. If his tweet mentions witch hunt or insults the Democrats, take 2 drinks. If he specifically calls out Nancy Pelosi or AOC, take 3 drinks. Every time a congressperson asks a stupid question, take a drink. Every time Republicans conveniently move their criteria for impeachment, take small a sip. They're going to be doing this a lot. You don't want to get alcohol poisoning.
Subscribe for more hot Reddit takes in your inbox.